Just a man on a mission, ambition to never fail. Personality electric, he is animated male. Intelligent and wise, calm and often cool. Chris James giving opinions while also speaking the truth. Empathy and compassion. Stephen Michael is here, helping you through your traumas, helping you with your fears. These three forces combine and keep it honest. Turn up the volume, cause this is the application of knowledge.
Welcome to the Application of Knowledge Podcast. I am Animated Mel. We have Chris James in the building, Stephen Michael. We are on episode 94. Somebody get the front door. You feel me? Ain't nobody knocking you, dig, unless you did. You know what I mean?
At least we went viral before we hit 100 episodes.
Right? Well, you know, we've done it a few times, but this one was, you know, it's on a different level than other levels, you dig? You know what I mean? We still...
It's still popping?
Still, we at 227.
Okay.
It's just what I've noticed is like, as things get bigger, it gets bigger.
More traction.
Like as things grow, it just gets bigger. Like,
is that just 1 week?
Tuesday?
Tuesday is 1 week.
So it's what, roughly 5 days?
That's pretty good. Yeah, I'll say that in my entire career, I don't think I've had a video grow that fast.
Yeah.
Which is actually saying something.
Yeah, because it's negative.
It's not even negative.
It's not, but it is.
It's controversial.
But you know what?
It's
In doing that, I think we should do more of that. Not simply for the
you mean satire?
just in that lane, because what we were doing was complete satire to let you all know how insane and ridiculous it is when it comes to these expectations, you know, when it comes to relationships and things of that nature. And for so many people, men mainly, to believe that what we were saying is something they legit thought we were like conveying. Like we believe that, hey, you should do all this exorbitant behavior.
I couldn't believe those comments. Like
I was laughing.
Like not only do you not read, but it's so outlandish. The first thing that you have to do is look at the caption and be like, is this real? Like, are they serious?
Yeah.
And it's just like, did you not read that? Like,
the video has more shares than likes.
the ratio are crazy. It had more comments when I looked than likes. Like, how are there more and then shares? Like, that's insane. Normally you have likes the most, comments, then shares, right? You had more shares and comments than likes. That's crazy.
Does that mean that people didn't like it?
Or they didn't watch the entire video. They probably, and also, Cats was hitting us with remixes and like reacted to it.
Were they?
Oh, there you go.
That's why it's continuing to.
Like it would play our video, and then after the video,
They would break it down.
Someone would comment. It'd be some niggas in there. They'd be like, I didn't hear everything that they were saying, but I was just like, oh, these some dusty ass niggas, man. Like who are commenting on this?
I could go. One day I want to go to the original audio, and then you'll see everything that was, that everyone think was remixing. So I'm gonna do that one day.
Yeah,
I'm gonna let it continue.
That's literally why it's going viral, because people are stitching or whatever.
Exactly. So, but that still helps our original video continue to go.
Oh, nigga, our follower count going up. Yeah, I'm looking at the dashboard. Now percentages 4,000. I'm just like, yo, it's going up, baby. You know what I mean?
That's hilarious.
But the one thing that I did learn about this entire situation is that there is an incredible divide between like men and women when it comes to the expectations and, in relationships and things that people would want, because a lot of the men, they were against the rhetoric when it comes to the things that we were talking about in the satire formation. And then there were a handful of women who would comment and be like, I wouldn't want my man like this and all that stuff. But then there was a lot of women who weren't posting, but they were just sharing it to their stories. And then they were saying, how can I find a man like this?
Oh, you could. That's where a lot of shares are coming from then.
Yeah. Oh, bro.
And you could see, if you can see when they share it and then what they say.
Yes. It's just like, it was like it's constant, just constant shares
Wow.
of these women on their stories. What do you think about this? We need more men like this. And I'm just like, because the women who are now following us on IG, it's up. It's up. It's like more women and men now.
I mean, hopefully, they're gonna see it in the next video. They're gonna be like, "Well, hold on a second, where my simps at?"
we got to give them what they want, man. We got to give them what they want.
I mean, I know you saw this coming because I saw you liked it. I was just like, little do they know, they have descendants of Kevin Samuels right here. Like, little do they know.
Yeah.
Like, if they think that we were being serious about pampering and doing all this crazy behavior when it comes to women, little do they know they have the second coming of Kevin Samuels.
Here's the thing. I don't think that there's actually an issue with technically any of it. The problem is the timing is the issue. Because, I mean, technically everything that we talked about, I've done before. And, I was married. So I paid everything.
Well, you were married, not on first date.
Exactly. So it's not about it's not even about doing all those things. And I don't think any of you would have a problem with it. But I think that it is the timing. So obviously on a first date or after a first date, that's obviously the problem.
Yeah.
So, but there's a lot. I think that in general, like women that are like, oh, where are these men at? They're definitely out there. And dang, bro. But I don't think that it's really that hard to find them. The problem comes in when a lot of times women don't get to that point to bring that out of that man. He needs reciprocation. He needs a level of effort. And he needs that femininity put into him or shown to him in order for him to then start doing these things. Like any guy that starts doing those things after the first date, that's a red flag. But I think that in general, when a man starts to truly show love towards a woman, whether it is he's in love with her or he's showing her love, he naturally will want to take care of her and do things for her, just to kind of make her life easier. I think that that's part of being a man. That's it's in our nature. But
also it's a part of getting to know someone too. Like you date a variety of women. There's some women that are going to be on time. There's some women that are always going to be late. Mm-hmm. If you know your woman's always late because you've been dating her, you've been married to her X amount of time, you got to tell her the event is an hour before it actually is, because she's going to spend an hour, 30 minutes doing her makeup. Like, that. And so you can actually prepare for that. But I think you make a good point, timing. What the problem is the expectation that men are supposed to do this off top.
Right.
And also the expectation that men should know your little quirks off top, as if all women are the same. And there's like this manual, like how to court a woman, how to date a woman. Like, I don't think women understand how quirky they can be. Yes, they have some major generalizations that are the same, but then there's these little quirks, quirks and features that they all have, and they have to be learned. And there's no way for a man to know that day one. And there has to be time and grace given for him to actually learn you. And then there's also got to be a point where you are earning all of these things that you expect. It shouldn't be you just give it to me because I exist. There should be effort. There should be effort and, like you said, reciprocation.
Yeah. I think that earning it is probably I agree with that 100%. You a lot of times, especially as women get older, I mean, we can see this. It's verifiable fact, factual reality. Like I just heard this story about a woman who was she was like in her 40s, 3 kids, 3 different baby dads, and she didn't have a job, and she had like over $30,000 in her bank account.
Sounds like a quality woman to me.
Right. And it's just like, it was like, I said, how did she get that money? She's not working. She has 3 different baby dads. She's in her low 40s. How did she get that money? And then she just was like, she talks to them and just tells them what they want to hear, and then gives them.
So she's playing mind games.
Yeah, she just gives them some stuff that they want every once in a while. But men will simp, and it's like, if you're used to getting these things from men because you understand how to work them, then you feel like you don't have to earn anything. When a real man that is going to then challenge you, right? Because that's the thing. Like a lot of times I feel as though like there's women that are out there that want a real man, a man that, you know, that makes six figures, that is emotionally intelligent, that is masculine, right? And then the question becomes, well, what does that man want? How does that man act and respond? Most of the time, that man is not going to be, you know, someone that you're going to find that give that thug look, right? Unless they're selling drugs or something. You know what I mean? But even them, they're probably not emotionally intelligent. But I mean, even if they were, but a lot of the times that the ones that they are asking for, the ones that they actually want, when that man comes in their life, they don't realize it yet. And then they will discard him because he doesn't qualify, right? Because he's asking questions and he's gauging you to figure out if you qualify for what he has to offer you. And a lot of times men will disqualify women off rip. And they don't even realize, they'll never even know, like, I am literally everything that you've been looking for.
Yeah.
Like this man, this 6 figure, 6 foot, 6 inches, you know, like all this.
Sorry, what?
6, you know, 6 figures, six figures.
Inches?
What?
What? 6 figures, 6 pack, 6 foot? Where did 6 inches come from?
What are you talking about?
What's 6 inches?
I mean, you can.
I heard 6 inches before.
That's a thing. Some women don't care about 6-pack, but they care about at least 6 inches. The average is 5, so they want above average. If the average is 5, that means a lot of guys don't have that. So it's a reach.
Application of podcast after dark, I see.
I don't think. Anyway,
Man, I've heard 6 inches before.
I think it's a thing.
I mean, I've heard 6-pack and I've heard 6 inches.
I've said it before, but it's just the fact that usually this for me it was a joke. But
Oh no, it's real.
I've heard other podcasts mention the 6-part and they mentioned the.
it's 6 figures, 6 foot, and 6 pack typically.
I think that a lot of times now, I mean, well, you know that the 6-pack is so rare now. I think a lot of women are just like, it'd be nice, but what do you think? Or what?
I don't think it's. Well, I can't.
Well, you don't think it's rare because you have one?
Right. So
Okay.
I'm just like, I can't converse in this. So whatever.
I mean, it's a fact. You don't have to have experience to understand the fact.
I don't think it's rare.
Mel,
Jesus.
it is a verifiable fact. Statistically,
That cats don't have
it
6-pack
is easier to become a millionaire than it is to get a 6-pack. That's a statistic. It's the
I hate that
statistic.
word.
Yeah, that word is so stupid.
It's so
It's a stat.
It's a stat. Yeah, all right, we get it. Stat.
Right?
Statistic.
It is a verifiable fact. Like a 6-pack, you can even have guys
Well, in
that
America,
are in
I'd imagine.
shape that don't have 6-packs
Yeah,
because they hold a lot of visceral fat.
I got you. Now,
I know that your experience says otherwise, but
I can just from looking at the public and just the men in general. I could see how that is a stat. I'm
Okay.
not like, but I guess because I don't really look at other men's bodies like that.
I mean, you don't have to look at
I
them.
understand. I'm just saying, so my first initial reaction is like, nigga, what? That can't be true.
Yeah, 'cause you
but
have
then
one.
you think it back like, oh, well, if we think about the obesity rate in this damn country,
it
would make sense.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? The question I want to know is, because I was listening to you speak and you mentioned a man is, being a real man. Yeah. Like, is being a quote unquote real man defined by how much money you're able to generate?
No,
So
absolutely not.
So what aspects would you say, aside from, having a 6-figure income, would define someone as being a real man?
First of all, I don't think that you need to have a 6-figure income to be a real man. That's number one. I think that in general, you need to be able to take care of your responsibilities. I think that you need to have enough income to take care of whoever your dependents are. So if you're married, then you need to have enough income based upon where you live to be able to support yourself and your wife in that situation. If you have children, right? And even if you are not generating enough, you're making the effort, right? But that's financially where I think as a real man, right? But men also are men that are able to be tempered, men that have a level of temperament with their anger and their emotions. They have the ability to diffuse situations and think logically and rationally and reasonable. And they're also ones that are able to follow, right, other men,
Leaders.
other men, I'm saying other
not
men.
just follow any men.
Right, not any men, but I think that they should be able to follow, leaders, right? But also be a leader in their own right. So, when you talk about like taxes being head of the household, right? So many people claim head of the household, but they're not actually the heads. Like they're leading their house. So I think that when you look at things, financially, right, and then you look at things emotionally, you have to have a level of emotional intelligence. You have to. I think physically you should be doing something as a man, but I don't think it's necessarily a necessity to be physically fit to be a man. I think that would just, I think that's optional. But I think that you should do something for your physical fitness. But yeah, that's what I would say.
How about you, Chris? What do you think is defined as a real man outside of a six-figure or an income generation?
Yeah, let's not get it twisted. That six-figure thing, that's for high-value men. That's not real men.
Right.
But real men, it's it's one of the things I don't really like to touch on because what is that? Like a real man, a male who has responsibilities and manages his responsibilities accordingly, and that goes across the spectrum emotionally. If you live in a modern world, then what does that mean? There's a certain level of achievement you have to have in the financial world because that exists in the Western world. If you were in a tribe in South Africa or South America, maybe you don't need any money at all because it doesn't even exist. So just being able to manage your responsibilities and provide for your family, which you may or may not have, but maybe you are the only part of your family providing and a lifestyle for you. I think there's I think Stephen said a couple really good things too about being a leader within their own right, their own community or their own family, but also having the ability to be led because every good leader understands how to follow. So if you are going to be a leader and you're going to be a good leader, those all, because at the end of the day, there can't be this friction in the ranks. When men get into certain situations, there's a hierarchy almost immediately determined based off of energy, based off the environment, all different factors. And it gets real nasty when men get catty, and try to take over or, create deception to move up or whatever the case may be. Shout out to the Laws of Power, 48 Laws of Power, because that's like literally what that book's all about.
Robert Greene.
But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I think I would keep it simple, handling your responsibilities holistically, a level of stoicism, discipline and those sorts of things. But the environment you're in is going to dictate how you present to the world as a man. So it's hard to say these 5 characteristics are all manly. Like it's not.
You must have these. In
Yeah,
order to
it's
be a
not,
man.
it don't really work like
You
that.
got 4, you ain't got 1, you ain't a man. You a fifth of a man, or
Four fifths,
yeah, 4/5 of a man.
I'll also
80% man.
Yeah.
I'll also say this too. There's, when we have these types of talks or whatever, it's always about like what a man should do, what, what's right and blah, blah, blah. But there's also room for a man to be human too. So I think that's important to state.
What do you mean? A man needs, it's okay for a man to be human. What is that, like giving into emotions?
It means all of the other things that we talked about. It's not going to be a perfect game. It means he's going to make mistakes. It means he's going to give into temptation. It means that he's going to drop the ball. But what's important is that when he does drop the ball, give into temptation, or, do something outside of his character, he's able to own up to that. And
He deserves grace.
oh, for sure.
Yeah, because not everyone is going to be, I guess, picture perfect in every scenario of their life.
Nobody is.
No, but I think that there's a lot of that going on, especially in social media, where men are supposed to not make mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, I don't know if we talked about it on this show, but when I'm judging a business and whether or not I want to continue working with them or giving them my business, it's not about whether or not they do everything perfect all the time. As a matter of fact, I like when they make mistakes and it gives me the opportunity to see how they correct it. Because that's where I really dig in. I'm like, yo, I rock with them.
Yeah.
So
We did talk about it.
We
here.
talked about it last week.
okay.
Yeah.
Did you get them?
No, I tried to expect where he was going to go. He didn't go that way.
Yeah, you can't.
He outsmarted you.
I should have used two hands. For those who didn't know, there's a freaking fly on his laptop.
their reaction time is crazy.
Yeah, I used to catch them all the time. Like, I've never been able to
Oh, so you
catch
got
them.
slower.
No, it's just that I'm here. I didn't want to knock anything away.
You
I would
used to be able to
actually
catch
smash
them
you.
all the time, but now you can't catch them all the time.
Nigga, shut up.
I mean, that's what you said.
No, I didn't. You put words in my mouth.
That's what you
I
implied.
said I used to catch them all the time, but I never finished my statement. You cut me the fuck off.
No.
And-
Why you cussing? Why you get upset? Manage your emotions.
Sorry, nigga. You tested my gangster. You know what I mean?
Sounds like you lost a step.
I mean, hey, we getting old out here.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
We getting a little old out here, man. But apparently we're simps. We're simp.
Oh, I'm
kings.
Simp King. I'm Simp King, baby.
We're simps. We're tricks. We're who are these men? Who are these punks? I'm just like, and I'll be laughing at the comments. I just be cracking the fuck up. You know what I mean? I'm just like, bro, these cats are wild. You know what I mean? But shout out to the simp king. You know what I mean?
Little do they know.
We got a video to react to.
Refuses to go back to minimal effort dating after being treated like an absolute princess in the first few weeks of dating her new guy. I think that's something inherently just wrong with that train of thought and mentality, but let's check it out.
I refuse to
Oh,
go back
yeah,
to
her.
minimal
Oh,
effort
my
dating
God.
after being treated like an absolute princess the last couple of weeks. Yes, I have been lying to you guys. I've been acting like don't nobody want me, and I know damn well somebody wants me. Let me show you guys our first week of getting to know each other. So day 2 was date 1, and he did at his job, which I personally think was
This is way too much.
not my problem. They had everything there: beer, wine on tap, ping pong tables, hella snacks. He told me to bring an empty bag so I can stuff it full of snacks, and I did. I had sea bass, chicken piccata. Y'all, I had food for days after I left here. It was honestly kind of lit. Day 2, we went to the mall. I only met him for like an hour because I had to work. But I love that he sent a bouquet of flowers to my job to match my scrubs. Day 3, I was actually off work. This is the first day that I was off work. While we were at the mall the day before, I casually mentioned that I like Lululemon and these Air Max Nikes that I saw. I said were cute. The man surprised me with it, y'all. And of course, an outfit to go with the Nike Air Max.
He surprised me with some Lululemons.
How he knew my size, I don't know, but he got it right. The man is observant. I love it. So anyways, I didn't have time to go shopping, so he did it for me. He wanted me to match the aesthetic of the date, which was a spa date. Y'all, I walked in, it's like champagne. Best part of this date is that he let me sleep in. I didn't have to wake up, thank God. Anyways, we did
Look at his face.
we got our skin scrubbed off. After this, we did a 30-minute foot massage, a facial, and then an hour body massage. This was only week 1. Okay.
Guys, do you know what's really interesting about this?
All right, nigga.
I mean, you can just fast forward through his stuff.
Yeah, but we can comment on that one. But like, bruh, what she said was the first week
Yeah. All that.
of them knowing each other.
Right. I mean, this whole video literally, it's
a cringe fest.
it just made me sick to my stomach.
Yeah, see, the first week is way too much. It's way too much. And if this is the level of expectation that women are having, you know, because of women like her who are posting and speaking about their experience, and if she's putting that rhetoric out there and then creating that expectation for other women, bro, we don't stand a chance. Single men don't stand a chance in this date market because this is beyond going above and beyond.
It's beyond. It's beyond going above and beyond. And it has. And honestly, like I can already hear oh, you don't do that just because you don't have the money, da, da, da. It has nothing to do with that. And yes, I do have the money, right? But it has nothing to do with that. It is literally about just giving and giving and giving and giving and giving. It's just like, dude, why are you doing all of that?
It's like, what is, but okay, if she meets a man, let's say, I'd assume this guy's well off.
Yeah, he's clearly
He's definitely well off.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I would say if this guy is well off and he has no problem with catering to her and giving her all this stuff, is there an issue with him doing that?
No, there isn't. And I'm gonna tell you, if you ain't got it, just say you ain't got it. Now listen, my thing is this. There's different levels of men, okay? Clearly this young woman is messing with high value men. We're talking about guys of means. This is the type of pampering you get, all right? So if she says that she's not messing with any other kind of man from this, if you're not giving this kind of energy, if you're not bringing this kind of energy, okay, that's her decision. She's allowed to make that. She's a queen, number one. Number two, she's bad. Number three, she deserves it.
Okay.
Number four,
I see what we're doing. Okay.
what are we doing here? Because I don't see a problem with this. Sometimes a man gets overwhelmed by her beauty, her femininity, her submissiveness, and all the other traits that men love. And he just wants to shower her with gifts, praise, luxury, lux lifestyle. And if he's got the means to do it, that's it. And if she don't want to accept anything less than that, who are we to say you got to accept less than that? You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you.
Hey, great job, man. You can clip that piece right there.
Bruh, stop telling me in the clip.
I'm
nigga. Let
telling
me do
you.
me.
I'm telling you right now. I ain't behind that. Like, it's not even about the ability or non-ability to do that. Right? I don't care how much money he has. It's not really. It's just the fact that it's the amount of what you're giving up front. Right? It's like you can still do things. And obviously I've watched, the whole video, but it's just like you can still do things, but still not be overwhelming. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's very thoughtful. Like, he listened to, she casually mentioned, okay, let's be honest. Do you think that she casually mentioned? No. She said it on purpose. Like, ooh, I like Lululemon and I like Air Max.
Well, because
like,
she smelled blood.
Yeah. Like, this wasn't, she said, I casually mentioned. No, you intentionally mentioned because you knew you were testing the type of man he was.
So do you think that she's taking advantage of the type of personality or the wealth that this guy is able to provide?
I'm just finding,
just making she's like, is she taking
just sharing her
advantage?
experience.
Yeah, either taking advantage of the guy or she just mentioning he just happens to do things because he's a nice guy.
I will say this. I'm torn because I don't think that she's taking advantage, but I think that she understands her feminine power and she is using it in her benefit. So I don't see that's her taking advantage. I think that is him simping. That's him.
Well, let's keep it a buck, right? We can assume this is a man of means. I think he was recording too in some of them videos because it was like someone's hand was giving her this stuff. So I think he was
possibly.
actually even recording it. First of all, we live in a world of social media. Who knows what this is for real? Number two, if the dude is real, let's say this is all 100% legit, and he's really that interested in her, then if he's an intelligent man, if he's a high value guy, this is probably on purpose. Mm-hmm. Like when you have a lot of resources,
getting her. Oh, go ahead.
It's nothing to do this. Like what y'all. I mean, I imagine that just in the little clip, he spent less than $1,000. Like in the clip that we saw.
Oh, in that first clip.
Yes, in that first. Okay, all right. In the piece that we saw, he spent less than $1,000, and she's completely over the moon over it.
Okay.
So if you can spend, as a man, if you can spend $1,000 on a girl and get her completely over the moon, then everything else comes a little easier, right?
It's true.
Now, she can obviously block him because if she's not really feeling him, then that's where it's like, okay, you played yourself.
When everything stops.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. When everything stops or if he doesn't get what he wants, right? Like, because this is a tactic.
Yeah. There's a couple things that are missing that as soon as the video was over, I was like, okay, number one, I wonder, is he hitting this?
Right.
Number one.
Yeah.
And the second thing that I noticed is I said, we didn't see anything of him. We didn't see a picture. We didn't see him in a video. We didn't see anything. So in my head, knowing that how men, when they reach their, obviously he has a certain level of finances. I just was like, you know what? She probably doesn't really like him, or maybe he's like not physically attractive, but she's like, we're dating. She didn't say we're in a relationship with him. She's like, we're dating. Like, so
Do you think that that a woman who's getting the type of stuff that she's getting, she's wrong for only having that level of expectation? Like for men that she's, dating?
I don't think that it's wrong for her to have,
because this is one relationship. And
it's not a relationship.
Well, it's some kind of relationship.
Oh, okay.
It's
I
not
understand
like
what you're
a
saying.
Formal relationship.
Yeah.
But there's some level of expectation that you would probably put on another relationship based on this one.
I think that our experiences in general shape the way that we view the world and what we expect out of the world. Okay. So I don't think that it's an issue. I think it's just what happens. Right. But the problem is that if this now becomes my standard, right, it's the which is the bar that you set, which means nothing else is going to come in unless it's at this bar or higher. You have now placed yourself in a bad situation, because you have to understand that is not the standard, right? You have set your standard as over and above, right? The standard is the minimum bar of what you are willing to accept, right? And it's not bare minimum. It's bare minimum is here. You have your standard, which is here. And then you have someone that's above and beyond, right? Her standard is here. He's above and beyond. But what she said was, I'm never dating basically broke men again. And now she has changed her standard from here to now here. And it's like, all of these great men are down in this level, right? All these great men that would be absolutely perfect for you, but now you've raised your standard so high, you disqualify all these men that could possibly continue to or do some of these things for you. So, does it hurt regular men? Not really, because there's more men than women. We could find another you easily, but it hurts her. And that's the problem with younger women, that they get the taste of this stuff from older men, and then now they place those expectations on regular men or average men, or a man that won't do that for her up front. Not even that he can't, but he won't do it up front because he's like, well, what are you giving me? And then now she's just used to getting and getting and getting and getting, and then she doesn't have to grow. Yeah. She doesn't have to work on her personality or figure out how to be funny or figure out how to actually problem solve or manage conflict, because worst case scenario, if he doesn't like her, she'll just get another one. There'll be another simp. So it's not really necessarily her that's a problem. It's that simp mindset or that simp mentality, which is just, let me just put my wallet, do all this stuff with my wallet up front, because we know that this is what women want. And then from there, it just continues. So it's really that whole simp mindset that's really destroying a lot of things. But
does buying a woman things, and once again, I'm putting words in this man's mouth because I don't know what he's trying to do. I don't know. But does buying women things to get what you want, is that simping? Is that really simping though?
I don't think that's simping. Well, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think there's like a straight solid answer, because a lot of men who simp, they get what they want by getting the attention of the person that they're simping for, but they don't necessarily get like a relationship with this person. They probably do something to get praise. Like, not like a lot of men, they would go into like a woman streamer, streamers, and just donate money.
That's
to them.
simping.
Yeah, I would say that's simping, but they're getting what they want from this streamer by getting their attention, because they'll like highlight their name or, shout them out or something like that.
I think that simping is basically when you are doing something or you're giving her something, time, money, attention, something, in hopes of receiving something else.
Yeah.
Right? Not just like if you're watching a podcast or you're watching a YouTube video or on stream and it's two women, they're having a back and forth and it's a great podcast. You want to donate to the podcast because you're like, I like this conversation. That's not simping, right? But if you're watching someone on Twitch and she's gaming and she's got her titties out and clearly she is doing this for male attention and you're donating.
And she a trash gamer.
You're simping. If you meet a woman and you like men are realistic, logical, you know she's a little bit above my level, but I have money. So let me just put my best foot forward, but let me just throw cash at her, hoping to get her attention. You're simping. If you have her attention, right, and you guys are actively like dating and you are looking to build a relationship and she's giving you that back and you are giving to her, if you're giving based upon your level of means, I don't think that's simping. So I'm not saying that he's necessarily simping, but obviously there's a lot that we don't know.
Yeah. So the internet definition of simp is
You got Urban Dictionary?
simp. It's not Urban Dictionary, but
Can't believe everything you see.
simp is an internet slang term describing someone who shows excessive sympathy and attention towards another person, typically someone who does not reciprocate the same feelings in pursuit of affection or sexual relationship. I think that's pretty
I
accurate.
think that's pretty
That's
accurate.
it. That's talking about feelings.
Well,
No, it said
It's
attention. It said attention. It said sympathy. And it basically the reason why you're doing this is you're in pursuit of affection or sexual relationship.
So it has nothing to do with monetary means.
No, and that was my point. So like, well, it depends on it depends on the intention.
right.
So
Well, that's what I said. It's about giving something and then hoping to get something in return.
Right.
But the key is they don't share that same.
it's not reciprocated.
Right.
Yeah.
So with this man and this girl, the question is he hitting that, right?
He has to be.
Right.
Because Because if he's not,
He has to be.
what determines whether he's a simp or not is if she's reciprocated.
Right.
That's the determining factor.
And it does. I mean, honestly, there's nothing in there that says she is.
But of course it's not, right?
She's not going to go out there and say, "Hey, I'm giving up the vagina in exchange for this."
She could. I mean, no, she
She's
wouldn't
not.
say it that.
She's
not going
No,
to say
she
that.
wouldn't say it that way. But she could say like, we had we went to such and such, and we spent the night at this this wonderful resort, and it was a great time, ladies. Like she
might have said something.
She went somewhere, but she gave no indication that they were like having sex, or she didn't say anything, not a single thing that she did for him.
Oh, no, no, of course not.
He was doing so much for me.
Because he cooked for her later in the video. She didn't even cook for him.
He did so much for me. I had to give him a back rub, like something. She gave no indication.
Right.
But
she also, at the very beginning of the video, basically was like, yo, I'm a liar. She's like, I know I've been misleading y'all to think don't nobody want me. So she's clearly a liar.
Yeah.
So it's not as if she's telling the whole story.
Right. There's a lot that's missing.
Y'all think she was cute?
I think she wore a lot of makeup.
She wore a lot of makeup, so it's hard to say 100%. But yes, she appeared to be cute.
I think. I mean,
She has decent body.
you can look at her
Right.
facial features. She's cute, but she has on a ton of makeup.
So we don't know how good her skin. Assuming her skin is actually good,
That makes a big difference
between her body and her face, yes, she'd be attractive.
Yeah. Y'all give her a 7, 8.
I don't think I would go that high.
It's hard to go that high. I would definitely, with the makeup and everything, the highest I could go is 6.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The highest I can go.
Because honestly, skin makes a difference.
Yeah.
It makes a huge.
Because you can be an average girl, right? You can be very cute, and if you got good skin, it can take you up another level, right? Being able to just wake up and put nothing on and go about your day and still be attracted, that's another level. And then you put something on, you're like, damn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you already have on foundation and and blush and all this other stuff, and it's like, I mean, even then you can see your skin through all of that. It's like, bro, as a man, I'm instantly lowering you down.
Yeah.
You know?
But that seems to be the thing in the dating market, this makeup. But that's just a women thing in general. Did you want to continue watching the more, or
I'm good.
are you good? Okay. But yeah, I think that women. I felt like a lot of things that she didn't say was assumed because you don't do all this stuff. At least just speaking from a man's point of view. I can't speak from a simping man's point of view, but I'd imagine like you think of someone like Andrew Tate or Tristan Tate who would do these types of things.
what I was
It's
gonna say, they
literally
would do this.
nothing.
Yeah.
But we're also talking about the 0.05% of men.
But they would be giving up vagina. That would be like an equivalent exchange, for the energy, good woman, the positive and all that stuff. Having that luxe lifestyle, giving that to a woman, it's nothing.
I mean, I would agree with that. And once again, there's a lot that is missing, but I think that logically, I think where Chris came from was good because for that man, it's probably not much. And I think in total, it was probably around $4,000 because he sent them the gift cards when they got to spa date.
Was that a couple thousand?
Yeah, it was like $2,000 because it was 8 of them. They got $300 cards. No, and honestly, I saw that and I said I would do that. Like
But just not on the first week of dating.
I mean, exactly.
Yeah.
But clearly, he's on another level of resources, and that's okay. Where obviously this doesn't, it's like giving them that for him is like me giving a woman $100. It's like, bro, I don't really feel if you need it here.
Yeah.
So, but he now is showing her something where he's now like, oh my God, and for her or for him, this may be the most beautiful woman he's ever had attention of, So I'm not saying that he's a simp, but it's definitely simp-ish behavior.
I will say this, I lost my train of thought. I was trying to cut you off.
Why are you trying to cut me off?
So I can say what I want to say.
But you forgot what you was gonna say. That's what you get.
You should just say it. You should have just cut him off.
No,
He be cutting you off, nigga.
I
You
know.
should do it.
Yeah,
I don't be cutting you off. I just
Shit.
Oh,
my bad. We're having a conversation. I appreciate it. My bad.
You
I'm
get
sorry.
excited, man. It's all good.
I'm sorry.
But we're the Simpsons.
Oh Jesus.
The Simpsons. You know what I mean? Change our intro.
Mel, you need to get out them comment section, bro.
I don't be like
Did someone call us the Simpsons?
Bro, I stop initially, but I just get these notifications consistently, constantly. They just pop up.
I mean, honestly, for this type of video, I would read the comments too. I've been going through them. I think
It's thousands. It's 3,000.
Oh no, I haven't read all those.
It's over 3,000. I tried to keep up.
I have
over
stopped.
3,000.
I only get a notification when you comment,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I don't necessarily go and look at them. But sometimes I do.
This is your first taste of fame, isn't it?
It's not even fame.
Yes,
Now,
it is.
Chris, you're stupid.
This isn't fame.
Chris,
Mel,
that's low key disrespectful.
No, I've literally never.
Oh, no. This isn't fame. I've had fame, being in like the gaming community, going to fucking like tournaments and cats want to take pictures with me.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, this is your first viral sensation.
No, nigga, I went viral when we had jokes when we got pranked in Louisville. That video went viral. Motherfuckers reached out to buy the video.
Wow.
And I got
did
paid
you
for
sell it? Oh, you sold our content.
No, I got paid from just the YouTube.
Wait. From the
The prank
prank.
video in Louisville when y'all motherfuckers try to with the little lottery.
Yeah,
ticket.
lottery
Lottery
ticket.
ticket.
Yeah.
That video was awesome.
Yeah.
You know, Tyler was just he was just over the moon.
Yeah.
Read the back. Where you gotta go get the money?
Yeah, I mean,
That was
this
funny.
ain't say my first viral.
It was.
I've been around,
I
man.
remember the conversation prior to that happening, and everyone was like, "Mel is the only one this will work on because
That's fucked up.
it's like he's
That's
gullible."
fucked up too. That's fucked up.
And
That
you're
means-
already gullible, and you were drinking.
And I was drinking.
So it's like, oh, bro, it's
and not only that, he would give the absolute best reaction.
yeah. It was the perfect
It was
storm.
perfect.
I had no idea. I was sorry because nigga, I don't never win shit. Nigga, I
Oh
don't
my
win this.
God!
Especially
It
on
was.
Scratch House, man.
It was so. I just watched that video like last year or something.
I'm surprised y'all still have access to it.
I mean,
It's on YouTube.
I have it. I don't think it's up there anymore.
I think that you. I think it like. Did you maybe you? No, it's.
I don't think it's up there anymore because I tried looking for it. I couldn't find it. If you
Really?
can find it, cool. I mean, but I still have it on my computer.
I saw it. You know what? It was on your old channel that got deleted, but I think your channel got deleted while I was here. Right?
No,
What? It wasn't?
Nah, you wouldn't hear on my channel.
I've been here for almost 4 years.
Yeah, my other channel's been deleted.
Okay, I saw it when I say recently, I'm saying within the last couple years. So,
Nah, it was a good little reaction, but
Nah, I mean,
you know what I mean?
all right. Do y'all want to stay in relationships? Because there's we ain't got to talk about Will Smith and everything.
I don't even know what's happening.
Because they talking about he gay or he had sex with Dwayne Martin.
Him and did he?
I don't know, but what's her
I don't-
name? Jada Pinkett said she's gonna sue because they were asking because
Who's she suing? Will.
I think Tasha K. She's like the one who put out.
Tasha's always getting
I thought that came out because Dwight Howard was in the news, and Dwight was saying that
that's a separate thing.
That's separate.
I thought that's why Will and Diddy came out.
Did he?
his friend.
You didn't hear about that?
Will and Diddy.
Will and Diddy.
I know Diddy had something going on with Cassie where she's suing him for like.
Okay, well that came out.
These are like three separate things.
Well, Diddy's name has continued to come up because that just came out a few weeks ago because of Dwight Howard. Because Dwight Howard was with this tranny.
But he admitted
And Diddy was.
He said he's a millionaire.
He admitted it.
Oh yeah. Well, Dwight,
you can't hide it.
He's basically said he didn't deny it. He just said I want y'all out of my business. So it's just like fuck it. With Dwight's gay, he's gay. It's we've
known that for.
The thing is, like, I would respect a man a lot more if they just came out and said it. They're not even a man, just a person. If there's some like allegations, but yeah, they just own up and say like, yeah, nigga, that's what I do. You know what I mean?
I mean, listen, I have a hard time accepting Diddy. I would have a hard time accepting because of growing up with his music, growing up with Bad Boy.
Of course, Diddy
like
is at least bi.
I can possibly see that, but I would have a hard time accepting it. I'm like, damn, Diddy, like, he's Bad Boy. Will, I'm just like,
he been dancing in videos, a grown man dancing in videos since.
Ain't nothing wrong with dancing.
Ain't nothing wrong with dancing in videos, but men who typically dance in like a hip hop video in a very flamboyant way, they gotta have some sugar in their tank.
I'm going to disagree with you on that. But I understand what you're saying. I can see if he was bi, right? And I would respect it if he just was the first time it came out, be like, you know what I mean? Hey man, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm bi.
Come on, man.
But
that's asking a lot.
It is, but I'm saying I can respect it, right? A guy like Dwight Howard, I saw it, didn't even bother me.
Big 6'10" shoulders.
I mean, like he's.
You should have seen the videos that they had, like cartoon videos, animated.
Oh my god,
they was memeing him.
Oh my gosh, it's hilarious. Like he's like talking to some little man or whatever, and he's like, "Yeah, man, you play good defense, man. You got good D." And he was like, "Yeah, I want to see some more good D or something along those lines." And then he gets real serious, and the music changes. He's like, "Yo, Dwight, man, calm down, man." And he starts picking dude up.
I'm not gonna look for this.
I want to see some good D. I was just like, "Yo," but yeah,
it'll die down. Yeah. But Dwight Howard has been rumored to be gay for a very long time.
This
so
is like
none of this is a surprise.
Well, what surprised me was Diddy and Will's name came up.
Okay, what is it? Say it.
I don't know the Diddy thing.
That's all I got.
Well,
it's that he was messing with them too. That at some point
was messing with them?
Dwight
was messing with Diddy.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it were all when Dwight Howard came up. The fact that somebody said that Dwight Howard was messing with Diddy and Will Smith back in the day too.
Man.
It is trending. It's not.
I said this is why we stay out of trending topics. Because like,
you ain't got no facts.
We ain't got no
facts.
facts.
That's why I don't talk. We don't have to talk about it. I'm just saying it just came
what's
up.
going on with Tasha K? Because she's been sued. She got sued by Cardi B, didn't she?
Yeah, but she got sued by Cardi B for like.
She a journalist?
Her.
Oh, she had Will's friend come on.
Yeah,
that's right. That interview.
Is she a journalist?
No, she's a internet
blogger or some shit. I don't know what the hell she is.
Oh, so a random.
She's a big YouTuber.
Yeah, she has like a decent following.
So Jada is going to for what slander
character or something.
Yeah.
Well, if there's any kind of evidence, it only works if there's no evidence.
I mean, they had an interview with this guy. I think he's like supposed to be close to Will, supposed to be his friend or something. But then he was basically ousting him. Like,
oh, it's over. You're not going to win. That's evidence.
That's power that Will Smith and I think Will Smith and Jada Pinkett, they would come out on top of this if they were to sue. I mean, because not only are their characters getting like deflamed or whatever, but
How would they? But how would
But
they?
just because you have someone who's supposed to be cool with Will Smith and they're quote unquote friends, a friend doesn't go out and do that.
Right, that's for sure.
You know, maybe he has something that he's trying to gain, or maybe he doesn't like Will Smith. And he just
Maybe it
put
was
this
a
out there.
friendship that went sour, but that doesn't mean it's not true.
Okay, doesn't mean it's true either.
Yeah, but can I sue your podcast for having the conversation?
No, I mean possibly.
You could sue them.
What if it's not? But if he's saying it's true,
That's
what?
why you have to say things like allegedly or.
Well, you can still sue them.
That doesn't mean you'll win.
It doesn't mean, but they also have way more resources than Tasha, right?
Yeah, but
So-
you're gonna sue him what for? So you win. I don't have any money. I don't have
the
that
goal
money.
may just be to get the video taken down, or the goal might be to like set an example.
Shit, the information's
Don't
already
talk-
out there.
Don't listen. Only I can monetize our relationship.
Only I can deflame Will in front of the
that's
world.
my job.
Right.
Ain't nobody else allowed to do that.
Oh yeah, I can make books and go on these tours, and,
Right.
and shit on my.
It's
husband.
almost like the only reason that she's even going to come out and do all this is because it makes her look bad for being with somebody who's possibly gay, not because it's about Will.
That's a hard pill to swallow. Jada doesn't seem to care about how she's viewed.
Yeah, she doesn't really.
She
care
doesn't
about the
seem to
public's.
care.
I find it hard to feel like she cares about how Will is viewed.
Okay,
Right.
So you know what I mean? Like there was a video that there was a never before seen angle of Jada during the slap, and it was only like 10 seconds or something. But like she was like laughing when it happened, like because originally they were like, yeah, like oh I looked at Jada's face and she was upset, but then like as soon as it happened, Chris Rock told a joke and she was like you know what I mean? Like she just had this like you can just in her body language you can tell she was laughing at the joke. And there was no remorse shown, and it was a good angle.
Wait,
That-
the angle was during
It was-
the joke, not the slap.
Yes, he
Okay,
was coming. He was coming back, and then
Coming back.
Will
slapping
was coming
Will?
back. He just slapped him, and then
Rock probably said, "I just got smacked by Will Smith."
yeah,
Right, and then Jada laughed,
But then
yes.
there was a couple things after that, and she laughed at them as well.
Correct. She was happy that Will smacked him.
I don't know if I would be laughing in that situation. I'd probably be like, holy shit. Like, I'd probably be in a little bit of shock if I was in her position.
Right. You mean if you had a level of emotional intelligence, you cared about Will, his career, the way that your family was viewed.
I mean,
Like
everything.
that-
I
okay.
would even. I mean, anger would be. I think that even for her, being defended, whether she wanted to be or not, I think that anger would be one of those emotions that would likely come up because it's like there's all these other emotions I can't manage or deal with, so I'll just show anger.
Yeah.
But and sometimes people get in situations and they laugh and they get nervous, but she's an actor, so it's like you didn't like you're not like you can at least act. But I think that was a genuine emotion. I think that she thought it was funny, which to me was just like, how can you find anything funny immediately after? Even if it was funny, it's just like, nah, fuck him. Like I'm not even gonna laugh at that. Like it was funny, but
It was because Will slapped him.
what was funny about it?
I'm not sure. I don't think she was laughing at the slap. I think she was just laughing at everything else after and before.
She was laughing at the joke being funny,
Yeah.
I don't think that
which I'm saying
the
is
joke was funny because Will slapped him.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think the slap was the funny part.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that it was. That what I'm saying is that in that do you think Will was laughing?
No.
Okay, I'm sure
Well,
there's
he was laughing prior. But
I'm
not
sure
after.
there's right.
No.
I'm sure there's other people that were just like, you know,
A lot of people probably weren't laughing.
right. She should have been one of those people.
Correct. She should have been.
So-
So the fact that she did just shows how effed up she is.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
She's something's off.
Right.
You know. Now, obviously, a lot of people say that they thought it was like part of the show. So there's a portion of the audience that may have laughed as well because they thought it was part of the show. The way we saw it, we already had it. It was already set up.
Yeah.
We didn't see it live. So
I mean, shit, it was damn near live.
no,
I mean,
but in that time between it being live and us seeing it, we knew what was going on. We knew it was like no, they was about to box like Will Smith. It wasn't like
Oh, you're saying
is
that-
this a
I got
parody
you.
or is it no?
we saw. I mean, whether you saw it on someone's story was like, oh my god, he just slapped him. Like we knew it wasn't. Okay, I understand what you're saying.
Okay, but the I guess to get away from the Will Smith and Jada Pinkett situation, in a relationship in general, if you find out that your partner is gay or they like women, would that be like an issue? Like in your current relationship, let's say y'all got together under the pretext that you all are.
This is something that I don't know until like it's after the relationship.
Yeah, and it's probably even something that your mate doesn't even know, and they just happen to find women attractive, and they start being attracted to women, but they're still in this relationship. Will that affect the way that you feel or pursue the woman that you're currently with?
My ex was bi.
Oh, your wife, ex-wife.
So, but I knew ahead of time. That's why I asked.
Prior to you marrying her? Oh, that's new news.
There's a lot of bisexual women.
Yeah.
Why is that a thing though? Like,
It's-
why is it? I feel like that's we probably know the fucking food and water and shit.
Yeah.
Really.
I mean, I wasn't like happy with it, but once again, I mean, that decision that at that time, the decision made by me is very different than the decision that I would make today. Not necessarily because she was bi, but because of the scenario surrounding it. Like she was a roommate with her ex-girlfriend. You know what I mean? Did not affect our relationship, but probably that's not someone it's not someone I would choose to go into a relationship with again. So, but let's just say, based upon your scenario, if I found out in the middle of the relationship, I don't think that it would, I would probably ask a few questions, clarifying questions. If I already trusted them, found them to be loyal, things of that nature, I mean, it doesn't really change things for me. But if this was 5 years ago, right, and this girl is going out, she's partying, things of this nature, it's like I not only have to, or if I was concerned about her in the least bit, I not only have to worry about her cheating on me with men, but also with women. If we're going to be in a monogamous relationship, then you double your chances of being, what's the word I'm looking for? Promiscuous.
Do you worry about your partner, mate, lover, girlfriend cheat? Like, do you worry about them cheating?
Now?
Yes.
No.
So then it's a non-factor.
It would. That's what I'm saying. That's what I said. That's why I said if it was 5 years ago. But if it's somebody that I'm already in a relationship with, that means I already trust her. I found her to be loyal. She's on my team. She's playing the same game as me. We're on the same wave. Then it wouldn't bother me. So that's why I feel.
I mean,
I'll hear it.
I'm with you.
Huh?
I'm with you. As long as if my girl was to tell me she's interested in other women, I wouldn't necessarily. I don't know. I'd feel a little bit like, I'm not worried about you being, deceitful or anything like that. And it's not like I'll X you out of my life because y'all probably thinking I'm just this cold-hearted creature.
I don't. Well,
who's going to exile you from my realm of existence. But
damn,
I don't know. I
ban
would,
her.
The only thing that it would be weird. Like, let's say we had an argument or something like that. The only thing I'll ever be uncomfortable with is not necessarily uncomfortable, but I'll be like, I don't even know. Like, if another woman was to be introduced in a relationship, or not in the relationship, but if another woman was to, I don't feel threatened by another woman.
Okay.
So if your girl goes up on stage, she's an absolute fan of Cardi B or Nicki Minaj. She goes up on stage and starts getting twerked on or twerked on Nicki Minaj. What's the reaction there?
I'm not with that. I'm not with that.
I
Okay,
appreciate
you're
the
not with
consistency.
it, but what else? What else? Like, are y'all still together? You having a talk afterwards?
If she does that,
Yeah, she does it.
I'm not with it. I'm not with that because
What
you're
does that-
disrespecting my relationship.
Correct, but what does that mean? What do you when you're not with it? You're gonna.
That means I'm not okay with you going on stage
yeah.
and doing something that disrespects my relationship for this fucking entertainer who has no significance in our life.
So you'll have a stern talking to her when.
Stern talking.
Or are you ending the relationship?
It depends. If we have years in, she should already know. So this isn't a scenario that will happen. But
It did
to
happen.
play along with the scenario that
Yeah.
it did happen,
It did happen.
it's a wrap. It's not happening.
Wow. So same thing with a man. Because we talked about it in the situation with the Chris Brown situation.
Because you're disrespecting me.
You don't think that you want to give her a little bit of extra grace?
Because she's a woman?
Because it was a woman.
No. That's disrespectful.
Okay, so it's the same. You're consistent.
You need to have a level of class. I don't want my woman going on stage receiving lap dances from these celebrity figures. We hold these celebrity figures over our own personal morals. That's stupid to me. I mean, I respect, whatever you want to do.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying. But it's just like, for me, I can't go with
it's
that.
such an unrealistic scenario anyway. It
doesn't matter.
But
the answer was a little different, wasn't it?
It was a little different.
Yeah.
Even if you came to the same conclusion,
different?
how you
You're
the
hesitant-
route
your
that you
hesitance-
took to get there was different.
You were so hesitant to be like, it's over, it's a wrap, Xer. Because when we
Well,
asked you
because
about-
I was putting in scenarios of how long we've been together. That's the only reason why. Yeah.
I figured that's the answer that you gave was what I was expecting. What threw me and Chris off is the time it took you to get to that decision based upon us already having this conversation.
Yeah, because it's not a common scenario, at least for a woman.
I know,
To bring another woman up and
but that's
dance
why
and
Chris is
promote
saying that.
fucking, gay. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to live a gay lifestyle, respect and salute, but that's not anything that I want to have in remotely close to what I do.
Right, but your question is,
I don't feel threatened by women like that.
You're in a relationship and you find out that she's bi. So then what? Do you continue the relationship or does it make you concerned?
You can be bi all you want, but you ain't bi with me.
Okay, so what do
You
you
know what I mean?
So
you
said
fucking
you
hell.
straight while you messing with me?
well, so what I'm saying is, so what if she's still loyal and trustworthy and all this stuff? She just tells you, yeah, I'm bi.
She's not bi then.
Okay. I don't.
She can
think-
say she's bi, but she's not bi when
What?
she's with me.
I'm sorry. So when she's with a man, she's straight, but when she's with a woman, she's bi.
Thing is, nigga, either you gay or you like dick. I don't like the bisexual.
It's
thing.
a real thing.
I don't believe it.
It's real.
Either you gay or you like dick. Okay, a man cannot. I don't think a man can be bi if he takes dick. He's gay.
But what if he has a girlfriend? He's fucking her.
He's still gay.
Okay. I can
He's
respect
gay.
that.
No, if you put your dick inside of a man's ass, you are gay.
Okay, but I mean, I'm not. So okay, I can see that. I can see how you come to that conclusion. We just simply call that bi.
I understand what y'all call it, but I'm just like, no, nigga, you gay.
Okay, right. But let's just say in this scenario,
I don't believe in that bi. I don't believe in bi. So that word, no.
it's your question, Mel.
I didn't ask about.
You posed the. Yes, you posed this question. So
Right,
what
but-
would you do?
But I'm saying that I don't believe in that.
So the question that you asked us, we answered.
Either you gay or you straight. Either you're gay or you straight.
So you asked me a fake question.
No, I asked you a question because the world believes that, hey, if you're a man and you like women, no. Like, motherfuckers be confused.
So I was able to answer a question. Mel, wait a minute.
You're getting caught up. You're getting
here.
caught up on the question. That's not the main point of the conversation.
I want you to answer my question. So you're saying, so basically what you're saying is, what I'm hearing is, if you are in a relationship with a woman and then you find out she tells you, by the way, I'm bi, so I love you, but I also like women as well. I don't want to be with anyone right now. I want to be with you,
Right.
But I'm bi.
Okay.
You're telling me, because what you said was, well, then you're not bi. You're not bi with me.
You're not.
So then you're saying that you'd break up with her, or in your head it doesn't change anything.
Because it's on the basis of being faithful and loyal and all
Right.
that stuff. So if she's gonna be faithful and loyal and she's only committed to me, nigga, she ain't bi then. Like, I get what if she says that she's bi when in a relationship.
She's in the past. She's been
you
with other
say-
women.
Fine.
Okay.
You're not bi.
Right, so, okay,
we're
but-
together. We're
So basically what he's saying is that the relationship continues. They have this commitment, this loyalty, this trust. They decide to get married, and she ends her life dying with only ever having sex with him the rest of their life. She's not bi.
She's not bi. She's with me.
Well, she was. But okay, that's. I understand what you're saying. I respect that.
Thank you.
I
Mel
mean,
converted her.
it doesn't. I mean, you may have converted her, but at the time, she's telling you I'm bi.
That's fine.
Right. That's okay. So
I acknowledge
so
what
answered,
you. I
right, so you
acknowledge
answered
what
the
you
question.
say, but it's not reality. You can say I had sex in the past with women. Cool. You know what I mean? Honestly, I think there's a grace period for women.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
There's double standards exist.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
there's no way that a man could ever have sex with a man and be like, I'm not gay, or
What if it was in like
college and he's high experimenting.
yeah,
just
now
trying
he's
to figure out his
35.
sexuality.
You know what I mean? Like now what?
Maybe
Is he still gay?
He was a kid. He probably got a little fruitness.
I agree with Mel to the extent that if a woman is bi and a man is bi, the woman can be bi and the man is gay. Like I didn't disagree with that. I know. I'm just saying. If a man, I'll just say from the standpoint of women that I've talked to, the way that women typically view it is if you've ever had sex with a man, you gay, because the problem is they can't get that out of their head. Like once you tell them. Yeah. So if you're a dude and you got high and you were abused or something or taken advantage of, don't tell your woman, okay? Because she all she's gonna imagine is you pegging a man or whatever the case may be. Me personally, I do think that there's grace for that because drugs alter your natural state of drugs will aid you in doing things that you would not typically do. Yeah. So
they literally rewire your brain.
So I don't think that's fair if if that's the only time it ever happened. Now if you did it and now you have like some appetite for it, that's different.
That's
right?
completely different.
But if you did it that one time and that wasn't anything you would have ever done, then I would just say go take that to your grave. But yeah, if I was dating a girl and she said she was bi, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't miss a beat. Yeah. It doesn't matter. Like we've got this far. Clearly it hasn't bothered me now. Because like you saying it and it being true, like it was always the case. Mm-hmm. So typically when people do that, if they're gonna bring that up, it's because they want to act on something or they did act on something or they had an urge or a feeling and they were like, I need to tell them. Otherwise it's a non-factor. So if she's bringing it up, the question is, why is she bringing it up?
What if a girl told you she was bi, and she said, I have a friend who I think that you would like, and I want to bring her in for a night. I want to give you a threesome.
Are you asking Chris?
I'm looking directly in your eyes. Baby, how could you possibly think I was talking to Chris? I'm literally looking.
I tried to. Whoop. But yeah, so Chris, what do you think about? Nigga, man. The thing is, okay. I don't know because I don't. Like, there's two things. Like, I would need some emotional connection with the woman.
Okay. I can respect that.
And I don't know. Like, I'm kind of torn on that because I'm not necessarily against the idea of doing a threesome, but.
Would you feel as though she was doing something? She's not cheating on you, but like, would you feel like she was doing something?
I mean, as long as it's another woman.
No, absolutely, no, absolutely.
Ain't no double penetration.
Right, you're like, not with my girl. Yeah, like, nah.
I'm the only one who can do the beat it up right there.
Correct.
You feel me? You hear me?
But I'm just, like.
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily be against the idea. Obviously, the woman would have to be attractive.
Right.
But I know that. I would have to have some kind of emotional.
So then y'all go on a date together. I don't know what they call it, the tri-date, whatever that's called. And then so you basically start to date her within your relationship.
And then now you have two girlfriends.
You have a connection.
Shit.
And then because she's bi, so now she likes girls, and you got two girlfriends.
So double toppy is on the.
I mean.
Yeah,
that would be a very interesting scenario.
Even I might be interested in that, to be honest.
I definitely feel like you would be, but
no, because having two women at once has never been one of my things.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, I'm
having two girlfriends.
Yeah, but we're talking about a threesome.
Yeah, I'm like I would like to, because I've never had a threesome. I know you've been around the block, but it's like
wait a second, are you shooting shots?
No, nigga, I'm speaking on things that you spoke.
Yeah, but it's how you said it.
I said you've been around the block.
Yeah, but it was the energy I got from
tense,
it.
Not
then.
Yeah, it was the energy I got from it.
Be around
it felt like shade.
Whatever, man.
Okay.
Ain't no umbrellas in here. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't necessarily, because I would be okay with, because at least trying it at least once to see how I feel about it happening. Yeah. Because I have an idea of it occurring prior to actually being in that realm of action. So I wouldn't necessarily be against it, but it would have to be a cool woman that's attractive, and she has to, check all the boxes when it comes to everything that I desire.
Someone that you'd be willing to date.
Yeah, I mean.
And then then the scenario is now y'all done did it. You went on the dates.
Uh-oh.
You find her attractive. You have history with her now. Y'all slept together. Y'all did the triplex. So now you're starting to have feelings for this girl.
And your girl does too.
Oh no.
No, you all. She's
Yeah.
She's
No,
her
no,
friend.
no, no.
Y'all.
But that's not what I want. I don't want a fucking relationship with other niggas. I mean, this other chick.
But what if what if she's like, I want you
Nah,
too?
we nipping this shit in the bud.
But what if she?
Someone
But
else cutting it off at the knees.
even if you find her
I
attractive,
don't have a desire to take care of two women if they're not mine.
What if they were?
would
What if they
be
were yours?
They
No.
would be yours.
They're bi and they love you.
If they want to serve me, all right,
Yes.
I'm with it.
They-
Serve
they-
me,
they do.
motherfucker.
They want to be.
You
They
fucking
both.
do the dishes.
They both want to be Mel's
You cook
wife,
the fucking food.
and they want to be able to be together and be with you.
The thing is, like, I would be more.
This is hard because I would listen.
I wouldn't necessarily be opposed to it if they desire me. You know what I mean? And like we have this little tri ship or whatever the fuck.
Y'all,
And
they're
there's-
sister wives.
And there's nothing. I don't know. It doesn't sound like a bad thing. It doesn't.
It's like, oh, it don't sound like a bad
necessarily sound like
scenario.
a bad idea, but I don't know if it's a realistic thing that I would necessarily desire. But if it was to occur and all these boxes are checked, nigga,
You're not gonna.
I'm not gonna do my cold-hearted shit. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
If I was in that scenario, because it's something I've thought about before, because my ex was bi. So if I was in that scenario, I didn't like the girl that she was with, so it was a no for me. It wasn't that she was ugly, but it just was, you know what I mean? But that also wasn't even a situation that was coming up, right? They were done, but they were still friends. So I knew that they used to be together. You know, I knew that they weren't like messing around or anything, but her friend later actually got older and she actually started looking better.
She got
And-
older and started looking better.
Well, they were young. So, so she was, when I say young, I mean, when I got with my ex-wife, she was 19 when we first started dating. No, she was 19 when we first started dating, or she had just turned 20. So her friend was like a year younger than her. So like she was 18, 19, young.
The women, 18-year-old women are not actually fully developed.
Yeah, she got like, so when she hit 23, 24, I said, oh, okay, she turned into a woman.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, you actually start looking better.
Do you think that's the prime look for women? Like, what do you think the prime age for a woman?
I mean, what did they?
23.
23.
Yeah, I think that like 18, I would never. I don't care what level of maturity you are. I've never 18.
Because
Never.
they still look like a child. In
Yeah,
the
they have
Exactly.
very childish mannerisms. Where the trick is with the makeup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they can wear makeup and a dress, and you think that
They're
they're
much older.
Bro, you look at an 18-year-old now, and it's just like, bro, you look like a child.
yeah.
Like, I'm not interested.
Yeah,
But
literally.
23, 25,
23?
oh, yeah. You're a woman.
That 5 years makes a
Yeah.
difference.
So, yeah.
That's, I mean, and that's also backed by the data too, because men typically want women, I believe it's 23 years old.
They said 18 to 24, but I'm just like,
is that what-
18, bro.
Okay.
Nah, I can't.
It also depends on who they're polling, because if these are 21, 22-year-old men, 18 is going to look pretty
No,
good.
it's across the spectrum, apparently.
I mean, I would find, like, and this has nothing to do with like pedo vibes or anything, but like as a 30s,
not even close.
no, I'm saying like at 37, 24 to 25 for me is like, this is great, So for someone, I just feel like at 40, 45, 50, like looking at 18, I'm just like, eh.
Here's the thing.
Nah, that's like parents.
Yeah, I mean, it's I just couldn't.
Here's the thing. You're looking at the woman holistically, right? These questions are just literally based off of looks. Because
Even at 18,
as a late 30s-year-old man, 18-year-old women are unattractive, not because they're physically unattractive specifically. It's because their mind, and there's a lot of things about them outside of their physicality that's unattractive.
Yeah.
Now, so what is more attractive is, like the 26 to 28-year-olds, because you have the looks and you have a level of maturity that comes with it. So, but that's not every woman. You can find a woman that's 23 that also has a level of maturity, especially outside of the Western world. And so then that would change the level of attraction.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but I think outside of the factors of their personality and all that, and maturity, looks only. An 18-year-old girl is not fully developed.
Right.
Could she be bad at 18? Yes. She could be, because you have enhancers. So she could be bad.
Oh, we're talking
but,
about, you're talking about adding stuff.
So, okay, so we're just talking fresh face out of the shower.
Yeah.
I mean, she's going to look better at 23. Assuming that she maintains her level of attractiveness until 23. Now, clearly, if she starts smoking too much, drinking too much, there's factors that can deter that. But if she maintains her level of attractiveness till 23, she's going to look better.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that the older you get, because I've always had that idea that when a woman starts dressing or carrying herself, after college, that type of look, when they start carrying themselves
That's
properly.
what you were doing.
Was I doing that?
I wasn't even doing it up
I was
here.
just
I was doing it. I had to be above
she
the
got
table.
double D.
That's not what. That's not. You were just.
That ain't double D.
That's
like
not what
Jesus.
I was mimicking. You.
I'm just saying.
So if a man, let's say, this can be our last topic that we wrap. If a woman is in a relationship with let's say our friends, obviously we're friends. Well, y'all brothers, but I know my mind's working out loud.
This how your mind works?
Yes.
Nigga,
Oh fuck.
you have no idea. You have no idea.
No, that seems exhausting.
Nigga, welcome to my world.
Why do you have
You have no idea how many thoughts that come into my mind. Nigga, and I'll be like, all right, what the fuck are we talking about again? I'll be having, I'm telling you, man, it's like,
It's exhausting.
that's what I'm thinking, when you're talking about a particular subject, do you focus on this particular subject, or does an idea happen from this subject, and then you listen to the idea that's not even nothing with the subject, it's just sparked from the subject, and then your mind branches off into different areas, and now you're thinking about different scenarios and all these other different, these different realities.
The answer is yes. This is also how you will see me and Chris sit down to do an episode or a live, have no idea what we're going to talk about, and then it just goes for an hour because we can do that. But I think that your brain does it on another level. It's even more.
Possibly. I mean, obviously, we don't know the inner workings of our brains.
No, but I understand what you're saying. But I think that that's why you're just like all these things. I'm like, mine doesn't. It's not all these things. A few things pop in, but I think that yours is a lot.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, I'm interested. I'm interested in knowing. I'm.
Let me know when you figure it out.
I am genuinely interested in knowing how other people's minds work. Because sometimes I'll be like, nigga. I don't know if my mind.
You know your mind works different though, right?
I'm starting to understand that. It's just because I'm like, okay, this is my reality, so nigga, everyone has to think this way,
Kind of like everybody has a six pack.
Right.
Gotcha. I'm just like,
Gotcha.
Right.
Gotcha.
But okay, this thought is, are you able to stay friends with a woman who's no longer in a relationship with one of your best friends? Because
shit.
a lot of times we get introduced to women. I know y'all niggas been introduced to women, that I've been with or whatever.
We barely get to know your women though.
Barely.
Burley.
I mean, I can't remember the last girl that I actually got to know.
POP, hold me down.
That's not. A
We
good
went on that double
example.
date though. That was good. I thought that she was gonna be around though.
Yeah. But I mean, we're not talking about me. We're just talking about in general.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, because I haven't been in a relationship in a minute. I mean, it's been a good minute. It's about a good year.
Something's gonna change, man.
It will.
This is gonna change.
It will. Yeah, but I'm just like, because sometimes we meet cool women like, man, now I can't be friends with her because these motherfuckers broke up.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, so could you stay? Are there rules, or could you be, or is there an exception to stay friends? Or what scenario would have to occur for you to be okay to be friends in this scenario? I'm gonna let Chris go first.
I was going to say Chris go first.
Oh, okay. Guess we're on the same wavelength.
Mm-hmm. I think that it doesn't matter. I don't care. Like,
Hold on.
What?
You're my friend. Y'all were dating. I met her through you dating. Y'all don't date anymore. I don't talk to her anymore. Like, how much talking are we doing? How much time are we spending together? Like, I don't hang out with my friends' girls like that. Like, we're not building. First of all, I don't call people my friend very easily. Second of all, in order for me to call someone my friend, we have to go through something together. What is the chance that me and her are going through something together when I'm a secondary contact? So I don't really get caught up in that. I mean, obviously, this has never happened for me because, like, I don't care.
It's not a normal scenario, I feel like.
I will say that if I were to just pretend that, this was possible, then I would say that there would just simply be boundaries. So I would think it determines how y'all broke up. If she cheated on you, if she scratched up your car, if she busted out your windows, if she tried to get on with one of us, you know what I mean? Any of those types of things, then obviously it's a wrap. If it was y'all just went your separate ways, then whatever relationship me and her have that has been separate from y'all, meaning me and her developed friendship and we like to go to the farmer's market because we're both into gardening, I would just continue doing that. I wouldn't discontinue that. So, that answers the question, I guess.
I was just gonna say it's gonna be case. That's a really good answer, first of all, Chris. My answer is it's gonna be case by case, and I can't really think of a scenario. I've never been in this situation, right? Because normally, if my friends are with somebody and I met them through you, then my relationship is hinged upon, or my friendship is hinged upon you being together with her, right? Now, if someone is together for 4, 5, 6 years and they were around a lot, and as Chris stated, we then started to develop a level of friendship outside of your relationship, then there's still something there, right? Like, now, and then also, depending on how, of course, the relationship ended will determine. Because if you're still my friend and she hurt you by doing something evil, I'm on your side. Fuck her. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, for real. Like, I'd be hurt too. Now, if you were wrong or whatever, like, I would still always be on the side of my boy. And if he was like, nah, bro, I don't want you to be friends with her. Like, I would respect that. But this is not something that would, I feel like, happen very often in life. But I can see how this could be a touchy subject. I think at the end of the day, it's always best to err on the side of, number one, your boys, because they're typically going to be loyal, and who's been around the longest. But
if my guy, I'll rock with my guy,
right,
regardless. I mean, that's what it is. I'm rocking with my guy.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, give it to us.
If there was a scenario where it's like, man, we like 5, 6, 7 years and y'all been cool, the only time I would, I guess, make this a thing is if, like, I would have to ask the dude, like my friend, like, yo, I know y'all ain't rocking, you know what I mean? But, we cool. We cool. You know what I mean? It ain't anything that's non-platonic. We cool. It's not like we're just, hey, let's hang out and come over, because that creates a different type of energy.
Yeah.
But if it's something more cordial than anything, you know what I mean? Maybe she has some friends that's trying to hook a brother up or something, you know what I mean? I would be okay with that. But the scenario will be different if it was a guy. Like if we met another guy friend through another guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It would be different.
It's different. Yeah.
So everything's all good. Wait.
Because
we talked about a relationship.
Yeah, I mean, you still have a relationship with friends. It's just not a sexual relationship.
So this is a completely different thing, because we were talking about a relationship with a woman.
I just changed it. I mean,
cool.
I was just saying,
I just want to make sure. I
get it. It'll be different between, like, because, I mean, actually, me and Chris literally have that exact same scenario. Like we met through a friend. Me and that friend aren't cool anymore. Like, well, it's no. You know what I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we here, baby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel like it's that's why like double standards do exist, because you know, even though you had this relationship and a bond that's created through another entity, it'll last, or it won't be viewed in a different way because it's a woman or because it's a guy.
I think that part of the reason that you can do that is because the boundary is lower between man and women relationships, right? If I'm dating somebody, right, I don't expect you. There's a boundary there. Like, Mel, Chris, you can't get this close. There's a boundary there, right? Over time, like if she's around all the time, you eventually just, will become friends, right? But there's still that boundary there. If it's my friend, there's almost no boundary. So you can actively engage and be like, oh, yo, you want to go kick it? Da-da-da, you want to do this? It's like, yes, all good. And then the other friend can be like, yeah, so, you know what I mean? Let's go, good. Go hang out, right? There's no boundary there. So it makes it easier to build a friendship man to man through another male friend than it would be with a woman. So it would have to take 5, 6, 7 years, whatever,
Yeah. Also, there's a difference between whether the friend is a man or a woman. In the scenario is like, okay, so you have a female friend who meets a guy and they're together, and now the roles are reversed. It's not a guy with a girl, it's a girl with a guy. Do you maintain? And I would even go as far as to say, yeah, I would actually change my original answer. If the guy became my friend, and he obviously, I was introduced by this girl, and they broke up, fizzled out for whatever.
The girl
reason.
is your friend. She's dating a guy, right? And then now you meet the guy, and it's like, yo, this dude is cool. We done business.
Yeah, I can
you
see
know what I'm
that.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we've done some things. Now it's just like, I mean, you broke up with him. That ain't got nothing to do with me. This
Exactly.
the homie now.
Exactly. Once again, unless he did something grimy, right? Something that I wouldn't. Something that I would be like, I wouldn't even want you to be my friend.
It shows his
Right.
character.
It shows his
His character's bad.
Yeah. As long as that's not the case, yeah.
Yeah.
Even to the point where she'd be like, well, look, Chris, we had an amicable breakup and everything, but I don't want you hanging out with him. I'd be like, tough break.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I value that dude.
Right.
And this just boils down to this double standards, but the double standard is because relationships with men, there's more value. There just is. Mm-hmm. And especially when I've had female friends that I've really thought were my friends. I had a female friend in the relationship just like that, 8 years, down the drain, for no apparent reason. The reasoning that I can only assume is because I said something to her she didn't like. 8 years down the drain. So why would I value a friendship with a woman when they will do that? And that's just one example.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this woman, she ended a friendship, 8-year friendship, because you said something that you possibly didn't like. Yeah, I don't think that's
It was me. It was literally me more like congratulating her for growth, but pointing out where she had grown from.
Okay.
And I'm saying it was the last conversation we ever had. So apparently she didn't like that.
After 8 years.
she probably didn't actually grow from that then.
I guess it was growth.
Yeah.
She was in a phase, and I thought I was encouraging her to keep going because I liked what I saw.
Yeah.
Hey, you been working out? Mm-hmm. That's what's up, man.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
Cut this nigga off.
Right.
You encouraging me?
You encouraging me? What, you trying to say I was fat
What, you
before?
said I was fat
Now all of a
before?
sudden I look good?
Okay.
All right, I see how you are.
So I was just a fat slob before.
I
huh?
was just
Okay.
one of your fat friends, huh?
Yeah, that's literally, you know what I'm saying? Because I literally never heard from her again. So I don't hold friendships with women to the same standard. And once again, I've got a plethora. I have a plethora of those examples, so this isn't a one-off. It's just what I've learned about women.
I have very few actual female friends. Most of them are friends that I've been friends with for years ago. You're like, we've been friends for
high school.
Karina. She's my friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, what?
No, go ahead. Continue. Keep going.
Did
she watch the podcast? I know she watched the clips. But
I don't think so.
Okay, we good, man.
Ashley, right? And these are both people you guys know, right?
Right,
These
yeah.
are friends. People that I've met recently, they may be cool. I'm not saying they don't have value, but at the same time, like, I'm probably going to value a male friend over any recent female friend. Because it's like, I look at the relationship and it's like, what are you doing for me? People are like, oh, Steve, my friend. Well, because I'm providing value to you, right? I can be your friend, but are you my friend? Hey, friend.
That's how I feel a lot of times.
Yeah, it's like,
I feel like there's a lot of people that I would like put energy into or want to put energy into, and it's not like a reciprocal type of thing. Not to say that it's an expectation, but there's just a level when it comes to friendships, even if it's like years down the line. Like, I feel like just because we're not together in a sense, it doesn't negate how I feel.
yeah.
But that's not how they feel, because that's why I was like, nigga, maybe I'm overcommitting to a relationship that's just leaving me in a vulnerable state because it's not a reciprocal thing, That's why, I think I spoke with Chris about this, maybe off mic, about how you view friends, or just because you've known someone for an extended period of time, it doesn't mean that they're your friend.
That's true.
Even if you all have had a relationship in the past. Because you couldn't call this person 5 o'clock in the morning if you're stuck on the side of the road, or to help you in these, or even maybe a financial situation. You wouldn't reach out to these friends, in a dire situation.
Realistically, everybody has way less friends than they think they have.
Yeah.
Right? Realistically. I mean,
Not me.
Well, because you're fucking.
Not me.
Well, I'm not. You understand where I'm coming from.
I
Like,
know. I'm the exception to the rule.
Like, I'm not even talking about you. I'm not even talking about us. I'm just saying in general, people like, oh, I got all these friends. No, you don't. Like, I have very few friends, right? And that's one of the things that our mom used to say, like, you don't have friends, you have associates,
Only true friends,
It's-
only real friends you can count on one hand.
Sometimes that's probably true, but a lot of times we just say friend to just express the relationship, but that doesn't mean that we're actually friends. It's really saying, well, we're cool, and I know you.
I get stuck on that idea as well, because
Does the word mess you up?
when people say this person is your friend, I'd be like, no. I would genuinely say, no, this isn't my friend. I would say that and think nothing wrong with it. I'm like, no, these people I know, they're associates, they're cool, I know them, but they're not my fucking friend. These ain't ride or die.
Yeah.
Like, we're coworkers, we work together. These motherfuckers ain't friends.
If you're a coworker and someone says that, yeah, we're friends, and they be like, no, we're coworkers, that burns.
Yeah,
That hurts. Particularly with coworkers, because you spend time together and you think, oh no, we getting real cool. Yeah, because we work together.
Right.
Like, I don't actually see you as a friend. So it's like,
well, it's not even that. I leave this job.
When do I
What
see
happens
this
to our
job?
relationship?
yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's still some people that I used to work at Discover with. There's a couple people that I'm still cool with that I was like, okay, I guess we were friends.
There's so many people that I used to work with that I was like, man, it would be cool to just, let's continue this relationship, go to their weddings and all that stuff. And after we stopped working together, the communication, it just stops. Even when it comes to like the people in the gaming community, like I reach out. Like there were still friends on Facebook. I would reach out to them, strike up a conversation. If it doesn't go anywhere, I'm not going to force it. I'm going to let it be what it be. But I think that people need to change their level of thinking when it comes to friendships, because as Steven said, nigga, y'all motherfuckers ain't friends.
Everybody ain't your friend.
Everybody ain't your friend. Some people are your enemy. But okay, beautiful. Hey, the Simp Kings. We did it.
Hey, the Simpsons in the building.
No, we didn't have a simp moment today. I'm a little disappointed.
You did.
You did.
I definitely tried.
Oh no, you absolutely did.
I definitely
It was
tried.
perfect.
I said, I saw what he's doing. I saw what he's doing.
I know, and I said I'm not riding with
I
this.
literally said the Simp Kings need to respond to this. Why? Because that's how we get more clicks, views.
Well, nigga, we can do that.
The crazy thing about, especially Mel, the crazy thing about you is, like, let's do what works.
Yeah.
Mel will be like, I don't want to talk about relationships. You mean the thing that people want us to talk about more than anything
I
else?
never say that.
That's back in the day.
You're the one.
I've never said that.
You always say, or Steven.
Steven,
Yeah, I think we're hitting
like-
each other, and we're fucking Steven's the main one. Like, we gotta talk about this again.
I be getting tired of talking about women.
I don't
man.
mind. I like talking about women. You know what I mean? Because they're such mysterious. They're like well known and obvious to us, but it's like the one creature that we cannot understand.
I can't understand them at all.
Yeah, I mean,
They're all
it's like
different.
you think you have an idea until they show you a different side, and you be like, "What the fuck was this?" I am Animated Mel,
I'm just saying.
We have
Steve
Chris
couldn't beat me in
James.
no free for all match.
King of Free For Alls. We got Stephen Michael.
Dun, 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 dun,
You know what I mean? We a Simp gang out of here. We will see you beautiful people next time. Y'all take care and subscribe and all that shit. Peace and love.
Peace.